just work tutoring.
Hi, Mummy.
Hi, Joanna Joe.
You okay?
Fine, thank you.
Are you excited to be on my YouTube video?
I can't wait. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest.
Welcome to another second channel Q&A video. Today I'm joined by my beautiful mummy. What other introduction does she need than the fact that I wouldn't be here if you didn't birth me? Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And people have been submitting questions via Instagram to ask you and find out a bit more about you.
Right, let's do it.
Cool. Should we go straight in for it?
As I say, I hope they've been kind.
How did you and Neil meet?
Neil was actually casually dating a girl that I worked with, and another girl that I worked with ran into the back of my car, and he actually worked at Farnster Car Centre, which is no longer there. Leanne said, I know somebody...
Leanne, if you're watching, shout out. It's a Leanne!
She said, I know somebody that'll be able to fix it. My bumper was off and my...
Leanne was dating Dad.
Yes.
So she said, my boyfriend will be able to fix your car.
Yes.
And then you went and got your car fixed.
Yes.
Met Dad.
Yes.
Then what happened? This is juicy.
The rest is history. Well, no, that's not quite true. So a number of weeks later,
right,
I was out with some friends and Neil was out on a blind date.
Right.
And we chatted for ages. And then I said, I really must go to the loo. And he goes, I really must get back to my date because we've been standing talking for about half an hour.
Yikes.
And then as I was going to the toilet, I need your hand.
This is the famous part of the story.
Like that.
Right.
I went, nice to see you, bye, goes like that. And he grabbed my hand and he went, seriously, I'd really love to take you out sometime.
And then the rest is history.
And then the rest is history.
I love this question as well.
Oh dear.
What is a typical day in the life of Sal?
Oh my dear.
I would love to know.
Well, it depends what day it is.
Right. Well, give us.
Well, let me say, on a Monday, I work at Rotherham Gym.
Typical week in the life of Sal.
On a Tuesday is my day off, but it's rarely a day to me because I do our household shopping and your grand's shopping and any jobs and things like that.
Joanna's shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to go get salad cream. Private joke. On a Wednesday, I'm at the salon. On a Thursday, I'm at the gym. On a Friday and Saturday, I'm at the salon. And invariably, a Sunday I have a bit of a lie-in. I want to watch a bit of TV. I watch a bit of TV. And I get ready, then I get an Uber and I go to the golf club where Neil's been playing in the morning. And I go and drive us home.
Lovely. What a week. Rinse and repeat every single week.
And the older I get, the more I'm doing. Instead of stepping back.
Yeah, but think about these couple of years and then you can retire, can't you?
Okay.
That's the plan, isn't it?
Okay.
Building an empire
And then it can run while you go off on your holiday.
that Joanna can take over. And then you guys can just go live the rest of your life.
All right, thanks.
What is your gymnastics background? Did you compete when you were younger?
I did. I loved the sport. Back then, mainly women's artistic. It was only really when Niall started doing gymnastics that I now prefer men's artistic to watch. And I did gymnastics from the age of 7 when I broke my wrist because I was standing on the top of a vault box in PE. And from eye level to the floor, having watched the World Championships on the television the night before, watching Nellie Kim and Olga Corbett, that gives you a clue as to how old I am. I thought there's loads of space for me to do a somersault here. So I threw myself off with zero technique, zero training, zero anything. Landed on my left wrist and broke it.
And that was the end of the gymnastics career.
So once my wrist was mended,
That was the start of the
that was the
gymnastics
start of the gymnastics career. I was 7 years old.
She needed to start gymnastics so she didn't break her wrist again.
Well, that's why we took Niall to learn to fall. So I suppose very similarly, I thought, I better learn how to do this
And
right.
when did you quit?
When I was 15.
Why did you quit?
And I did it 7 days a week, every night, 3 hours on a Saturday morning, 3 hours on a Sunday morning. But I was frightened of the bars, so I would never
If you were training that, were you any
anything.
good? Are you any good?
No, not really.
7 days
7 days a week?
Just
Couldn't be not
loved
that
it.
good.
Just
Wow.
loved it. But at 15, I'd go to school and everybody were like, oh, you should have been at youth club last night. And you never guess who snogged so-and-so,
Yeah.
so-and-so. And thought, I'm missing out here.
That's why I quit. Everyone used to go to Blue Water Shopping
Everyone
Centre
used
on
to
a
go to
Saturday.
youth club.
I used to go to Blue Water Shopping Centre on a Saturday and tell me how fun it was. The first time I went,
Yeah.
I hated it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Well, be at gymnastics.
Yeah.
And then when Niall was little, obviously, he was clumsy. And we thought, we better teach him how to fall. And we took him to Pudsey.
So was I just not clumsy?
No, you were just demanding.
Not much change.
You're never naughty, you're just
Apple don't
demanding.
fall far from tree, does it, our kids?
No. Your dad's very demanding as well.
So many people have asked, what are you most proud of for me and Niall? Proudest mummy moment. What are you most proud of the things that your kids have achieved? What are your most proudest moment for Niall and Joanna?
How phenomenal as a mother to be able to say that your son is an Olympic medalist and your daughter is a Cambridge graduate. Of course, I'm forever proud. I'm proud of you both every day. Proud of you both for getting out of bed and doing what you do and doing it very well to the best of your ability. I love your work ethic and I'm just proud of my children.
I'm proud of you every day too. Speaking of being proud, what is your proudest moment of yourself? What's your proudest Sally?
I have
moment?
tried to do that sometimes. I suppose there's...
Come on, big yourself up, Sal.
As a preschool coach, gymnastics coach, it's wonderful when parents and children are, they tell you a story that, we were at home and went to the park and little Jimmy said, Sally says I've got to, and Sally shows me to do it like this, and this is how Sally does it, or they love to come, they won't miss it for the world. And
what's the story about the boy who sang the songs? Still beef at this.
Do you know what I did at the time. When I think about it, don't ask that question.
Go on, tell
It's
us.
just a little boy, and obviously you never force anybody to do anything. He didn't like the singing. He wouldn't sing, but he'd just happily sit and watch, and as soon as that was finished, he'd join in with the rest of the class for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then and we used to ignore, we didn't make a big thing out of it, and we worked forever trying to coax him in. And then just one week he stood up and he sang both the warm-up songs and did all the actions. And we didn't make a thing of it then. The other coach and myself were sort of like, doing it, and just carried on and did it as normal. But at the end of the class, when the parents came in, he ran to his mummy. I'm going to cry now, look, just going, I did it, mummy, I did it. And it just makes me cry. Thanks for that.
Best tips for encouraging a child to be themselves?
Always listen to them. Have I always listened to you?
I think so.
Well, it's quite key, isn't it? Because you should never dismiss what a child has got to say, because to them, you might be busy doing something else, or you might not be interested, or you've not got time just then. But it's massive to them, the fact that they're talking about it. Always talk. We had meal times every day. We always sat to the table and ate a meal and listen.
Okay, awesome. What is your biggest pet peeve of Niall and Joanna?
I'd have to say probably for both of you, your untidiness.
Niall's worse than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you're like messy with it, but then you'll clean it up quick.
I don't know
It's
that she does clean it up.
No, we had a good spritz to the flat today.
But just the wiping down of the top.
We did that now. Don't worry, Sal.
Good.
We bought some wipes.
Some
I was
wipes.
appalled. Yeah, Niall's very messy. Tell you I've got a pet peeve of both of you, and it's both the same as well. When you're doing your vlogging and your videos and you're in the car, Niall's is when he looks, whoever's sitting in the passenger seat, it can be me, and he's talking and he constantly has to look at me. And I think, you know what I look like? Just watch the road. They're listening to you on the camera. Just concentrate on what you're doing.
Right.
Don't keep looking at the camera.
And what about me?
And also put both hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, you hate when I don't do that, don't you?
Niall's the same though in his big tank. He's like, he leans just like that. And at one point the other day, he's like that. I said, you're actually not even.
Those cars, they drive themselves.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what he said. The car drives itself. But
I thought you were going to say the fact that neither of us answer the phone to you.
I appreciate that you're both busy, and we have a code now. But if I need to speak to you then and then, I ring you straight back.
I ring you twice.
You
Give me
usually
2 rings.
That was the capital give me the cash moment as well. In the diving.
Yeah.
She ignored it and
She
then
went-
called back. She's like, she's calling me again.
I need to
Must be something
answer.
serious.
When she answered though, she did say with that, I'm currently standing at the side of a diving pool in my swimming costume.
Yeah.
Is everything all right?
She said, yeah, I
She
was 25
snapped.
grand.
Yeah, yes. Better than all right.
How stressful is it to be Sally Wilson?
Don't stress.
Lovely. Did you ever feel like Joanna was missing out due to Niall's commitments?
At the time, no. Since possibly, you know, when we've had like family discussions, and the thought that pretty much from 2, Joanna went to the gym every night unless she stayed with my mum and my uncle. And then I didn't, as I say, at the time I didn't feel you were missing out because you enjoyed to do that. In the same way, when we went to gym, everybody made such a fuss of you and you got to know so many people and so many friends. People used to take crafting for you to do and things for you to do, and you'd do your homework as you got older. But since I have thought maybe...
I didn't know any different.
No, and I didn't. It wasn't an option, was it?
No.
Couldn't leave you at home. We always had that thing, we were in the car together and talking and listening about your day. And as I said, as you've got older, I've sometimes thought maybe it would a bit harsh night after night, but you didn't know any different. The same token, can I just say, just before your 3rd birthday, you went to stage school on this speaks volumes. On a Saturday morning for 3 hours every morning. Like 3 hours every Saturday morning. And you'd come out and I'd say, what have you done today? And you'd go dancing. But you'd always tell me. And you never got up next Saturday and said, do I have to go or anything like that. You happily went. And you did it up until the age of 7. And then a friend took you to cheerleading. Well, you came out of that and you were like, Mum, watch this, and oh, you do this and they do that and throw you up in the air. And, oh, it's just amazing. Absolutely buzzing. And you did that from 7 to 16. So at the same token, from 7, you went cheerleading at least twice a week, sometimes 3, and you were always there. You never missed, did you? We always worked it that Niall went to. Well, on a Friday was always Niall's night off.
You know, one time Dad was driving home from the gym, as in the
gymnastics gym.
No, the weights gym.
Right.
And went to Crawshaw School, which is where we used to train for cheer, to pick me up. And I've not done cheer for about 4 years. And he just went and sat outside the school.
Weirdo.
What? I don't know, like what had happened with his muscle memory or whatever, but he must have gone to the gym and then driven to cheer and picked me up.
But you weren't there?
And one night, no, like when I did do cheer.
Oh, okay.
And then one night, but it was like 4 years after I'd stopped doing cheer, his brain just...
Well, that's probably slightly over-exaggeration.
No, it was.
Well, you would have been 19 in the university.
I didn't stop cheer at 16, I stopped at about 12, 13.
To study your GCSEs.
Yeah, which I started when I was 13. You know. Anyway, do you have any concerns about your children being in the public eye? / how does it feel to see like us get hit?
I've learned from the both of you, you know, if I tend to read comments on certain videos. I don't, when it's like 2,800 comments, I'm not going to read them, am I? I'll flick through and it's the odd one. I've had it myself from me, can't remember which bit.
A couple of hate comments.
I have, yes.
It's all right though.
But
says more about them than it does about us.
Absolutely. Well, what was Luke's? The people that care
don't matter, and the people that matter don't care.
Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. And that's how I will respond to that.
Yeah. How does it feel knowing that your kids are so close to each other?
It's lovely.
Did you always know that we were going to be so close? Have we always been?
Yeah, you've always had you've had your little spats, as you know. But like spats, you know, just like if you were being annoying and now wanting to trying to watch something
on the TV. That's
you know, and you were being you. As I say, demanding.
Being full Joan Joanna.
Full blown Joanna. Mom, 1 minute, Jay. Just do it. Mom. And then you'd go, I'd say, yes, love. And you'd say, you just stand there like that. I didn't actually want you. Just didn't want you to be doing whatever it was you were doing.
Another thing I was going to say as well about when you were saying about me.
Oh, I've thought of another pet peeve. You've just done it now. Another thing.
Oh, without saying my THs. Saying about spending so much time in the gymnastics club and whatever, but if you now look at who we're spending all of our time
your friend,
in our life
and you built that from that age.
Being two, Luke and Ash were there every night. Do you think you'll downsize now that Niall and Joanna have moved out?
I see myself having grandchildren here.
Okay. Well, you can be waiting a long
yes,
time.
Absolutely. When that'll actually be. But it is a great house and garden for grandchildren.
Do you think Niall or Joanna will give you grandchildren first?
Niall.
100%. Thank God he said that.
The older you're getting, the more anti-chat. Yeah,
I'm worried you're not going to get a grandchild from me, you are.
I know.
I'd
make a lovely grandma.
I know you would. Out of your 3 kids, Neil, Niall and Joanna, who worries you the most? And why?
None of you worry me. No, none of you worry me particularly about anything. I think you're all... Well, probably your dad worries me. What worries me about Niall is, as we all know, is no off switch. So that worries me sometimes.
Oh, that's the same with you.
Neil hasn't. When he gets with a certain... Neil has no off switch. Yeah, you're all the same. You've no... So sometimes, and it worries me like, but because you're so close... And because you've got a good friendship bond, I don't stress or worry because you've always
each other.
made it home. And it worries me when you say things like, I can't remember how I got home. On my days, that is worrying. You can't remember how you got
Yeah,
home.
but like there's sometimes where you can't remember how you got home.
Well, I don't know that there ever is.
Yeah, there is.
Honestly.
Okay, well, we're making this last question a bit of a tradition on these videos now. And
I think I've won
is, if you could say something to younger Sam, what would you say?
I'm going to try and be funny then, but I'm not going to say that because that draws attention to it.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say eat less. Genuinely would. If I could say something to younger Sally, it'd be eat less.
Do you think she'd listen?
Probably not, no.
Is that your final answer?
I don't do regrets, do I? I don't, but just eat less.
Yeah, well, thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much. There you have it. Sally Wilson, mummy extraordinaire. Thank you so much for joining me on the second channel. I love you and I'm proud of you. Thank you everyone for watching this. Do you want to outro it, Mum? Go on, you do it.
Thank you very much. If you don't follow this second channel, then why not? Like and subscribe. If you only subscribe to the first one or only subscribe to this one, get to the other one as well. She has 2 channels. And always remember, anything is possible if you just work.
Bye. Perfect.